Hello and welcome. Today I want to show you how to embroider a woven rose. We will explore 3 variations of such a rose, with 3 spokes, with 5 spokes, and with 7 spokes and a circular center. Additionally, we will adjust the size of the rose, the number of colors in the rose, and the type of embroidery floss used. Let's see what comes out of it. I'm currently embroidering a tiny rose with 3 spokes, using regular cotton embroidery floss. I want to mention that the fewer spokes you have, the more voluminous the rose will be, and the less open it will appear. However, you will see and judge this for yourself shortly. Also, please note that the number of spokes in a rose can only be an odd number. Typically, this is 3, 5, or 7. Now let's change the type of embroidery floss. There is a very unusual type of embroidery floss by the DMC brand. It's fluffy, airy, and shiny. I decided to try embroidering a rose with this type of embroidery floss. It seems to me that this type of floss is just perfect for such a rose because the stitches with the woven stitch do not tighten, and the loops turn out airy, which perfectly highlights all the advantages of this type of floss. We embroider in 12 strands. I decided to make the center darker, but you can do the opposite. To change the color, you simply bring the thread down under the spoke where the thread should have passed from underneath. Secure this thread from the backside. Then, bring the needle up with the next color of thread nearby and continue weaving it further. Don't pull the thread too tightly, but also don't leave it hanging loose. It is very important to maintain the correct tension of the thread. You will definitely understand how to do this with a little practice. If you run out of thread, follow the same steps as when changing thread colors. Simply bring the needle to the backside, secure the thread from there, and then bring the needle back up with the new thread nearby. Use the needle to shape the petals of the rose. For this purpose, you can use a second needle without thread to avoid getting tangled. For the third largest rose, we will make a circular center and fill it with French knots. The embroidery algorithm remains the same, with the only difference being that we stitch the spokes not to the central point, but to the inner circle. Please note that the third rose has turned out to be the most open, which depends not only on its size, but also on the number of spokes. In this case, there are 7. Which rose did you like the most? Write in the comments.